basic boxing stance. Now, David, if you take your stance, please. One of the primary things we like to look at, that I like to have, and this is something that a lot of coaches might not see this right away, but I think I've broken it down in a way that makes it understandable to most people. I like to have the front foot placed in front of the head, which means if you were to take a string and drop it down from the fighter's head, his foot is going to be ahead of his head, and that's very, very important. I don't like a fighter either to have a soft front knee. I like it to be firm, but without being locked, because that's his shock absorption. That's where he's going to be able to push into the ground and be able to apply his weight when he wants to throw a good solid right hand or jab, which is the next thing we'll be working on, but get that base down good. The other thing we want is to have him keep that back heel up. Keeping that back heel up puts the weight a little bit on the front foot, on the ball of the foot, where he's going to be able to move. David, if I turn you around a little bit, just face me to this side here. One of the things I want to show you, and I'll use these sticks as an example, and this again becomes structural foundation which must exist. If you don't have this, it will not happen for you. All the exercise and stuff you'll do, you'll find yourself getting hit with shots. You'll find that your defense won't work as well if these things are not in place. And what I'd like to show you here is if we take a stick here, and Dave, you just bend a little forward. If we take a stick and line him up this way, actually, David, you don't want to turn around the other way. Face me here. Okay. If I take this stick here and line him up, you'll notice that the heel comes in perfect line all the way right up until his head, offering a nice line of his body all the way forward. This one acts as the support and crosses right there. This actual stance is a firm foundation right here. This is what you see, and this is where it crosses, and this is the line that the body takes. From that position, David is going to be able to either slide forward to me or slide back. He'll be able to move his body any way he wants without much of a problem, being able to avoid any punches. Also, the key is he's going to be able to execute his punches without putting himself in any danger. He'll be able to optimize his range by using that front foot as his measuring stick. This is very, very important. This base here.
Improve your footwork. One of the best ways to learn how to box is in front of a mirror, shadow boxing. What you're going to do, you're just going to move around the ring slowly, pushing off your back foot, working on your movement, working on pivoting, moving, just coming, working, work slow. You don't need to be running and get, all you want to do is concentrate on keeping your feet on the ground and moving, switching, moving to your right, learning how to balance and shift, keeping your body in the center and moving. Don't get caught leaning, and just move left or right, work my pivots here, boom, and pop in my jab, set, here. Don't start looking down at your feet. Keep your eyes up, keep your chin down, and use the mirrors to where you can see everything.
I'm going to show you how to build punching power. Now this is simple, but it's an old thing that a lot of people forget, okay? It's a basic pivot, all right? It's one simple move and double your punching power instantly. So you're using your core, okay? You're using your hips. When you're punching power like this, you pivot and use your hips, okay? The best way to remember is like putting out a cigarette. So when you sit down and you pivot, and there's your power. Normally when you're punching and you're not pivoting, your punching power is here. It's there, but it's very limited. So let's give ourselves a little more punching power from here and drop it in. And it's just one pivot, because then you're using your whole body, okay? And it's all coming from your hips. You're not arm punching. When you arm punch, you'll burn out. You'll run out of gas, okay? When you use your hips, you've done all your training, you're punching with power in every single shot, and you're not running out of energy, okay? This is the basic and the best way to create punching power. So in this segment, I'm going to show you how to dodge a punch, or how to avoid getting hit. Very, very, very good thing in boxing, because you really don't want to get hit that much. Okay, so the best thing is mostly it comes down to footwork again. Now when you want to slip a punch, which is just avoiding the shot by going from side to side, you drop your weight to each leg. Okay, when you drop your weight to your back leg, you'll slip to your right. Drop your weight to your front leg, you'll slip to the left. This is great because when you drop here, okay, your leg is your spring. Again, we power. This is where we went before and went over technique and power, how to create punching power. You slip down and come back up. Your power is in your legs and your hips. Okay. The second way to avoid a punch is to duck and weave. And same thing, you're dropping down and making like a U shape. Hands up, of course. You don't drop down with your hands down, because when you come up, you're going to get knocked out. So you drop down, move to your left, and move to your right. Move to your left, and move to your right. So when they're throwing hooks, you're moving under the hook and coming back with your counter hook. When they're throwing the right hand, they're going under the right hand, go under the right, come back with your counter right hand. Okay? If I'm going to block a punch, when you throw a jab, you just brush it out of the way. So with a jab, it's just brushing it out of the way like that. Jab, brushing it out of the way. When they throw a right hand, you need to slip it. Okay? You slip the right hand and come back. Again, if she throws a jab, you brush it down and come through with a straight right hand over the top. That would really suck. So you throw a jab, come across, and a straight right hand. That's your counter punch. Okay? So there's two ways. If you're blocking an uppercut, you'll catch the uppercut and counter with the uppercut with left hook. Okay? So let's catch the uppercut and counter with left hook. Done.
Jab. And what we're going to do is that half a step back, I'm going to have him slide in, throw the left jab as he's turning his wrist, okay, and then sliding back out again, but getting back into that normal good posture, that good starting position, the good boxer stance. So we want to make sure that you step in with the jab, you step back out with the jab, and you return back to your stance. Halfway there, you're going to turn your wrist over, and then you're going to turn it back over again, putting it right back into your cheek again. Nick?
Uppercut. Uppercut, where are you heading to? It's from the bottom to the chin. Now take a look, this is a pretty chin. I don't care if it's double chin, split chin, or short chin with an uppercut, because this is a very critical moment. If someone putting hands right here, the only thing you can do, just go for the chin. Sometimes it's illegal in tournament. Now, when it comes to the chin, imagine that you have a string completely from your toes to the chin. You see this? Then after that, generate your power from your powerhouse. From here, you got to turn, because once you turn it, it generates right there. But when you want to show two of them, you go boom, boom, from here. After that, you twist, still coming from the powerhouse, and then it goes right to that little chin. If this one being hit, the mouth shut by the tongue. I don't recommend that.
An ideal double. It's the simplest forms of the double leg takedowns. Here, Richard is going to shoot the ideal double on Josh. He's going to lead with his right leg, and that is going to be his penetration step. Go ahead, Richard. Notice how he stops. His arms go behind his opponent's knees. These are called the hinges of his knees. What Richard is going to do next is he's going to chop at the hinges of his knees while he drives forward with his shoulder, taking Josh to the mat.
Put your shoulder pit on top of their shoulder. Bring your arm up alongside their neck. Take and place the palm of your hand against your wrist and press inward, making a muscle with your right arm. This puts a person to sleep in 3 to 10 seconds. No longer than 10 seconds. Struggling doesn't do them any good. It puts them out faster. Sleeping hold is a better, safer way to put a person out than choking them. This again is for people to learn to put a person to sleep without causing damage to them. They will wake up not even knowing they've been put out. The most they will get is a little bit of soreness on both sides of the neck. Nothing caused by the throat. Again, armpit on the shoulder. Bring the arm up, take and press the palm of your hand against the wrist, and press inward and squeeze with making a muscle. This will put a person to sleep in 3 seconds up to as much as 10 seconds at the most. During that period of time, they will pass out so quickly, you'll be amazed. The longer you hold them, once they become limp, the longer they will stay out. Do not hold them longer than 30 seconds.